This is Bill Knell speaking. Allow me to begin by explaining a bit about myself and my work. I was a child in the early 1960s when I began to hear volunteer firemen at my local firehouse in East Meadow on Long Island in the New York area talk about seeing strange objects in the sky. Some told of similar stories they had heard from police officers and EMTs. These were credible people considered to be trained observers. Now, to me, all this seemed to go against what the U.S. government was claiming about UFO witnesses being untrained observers, seeing things that were quite ordinary in the sky that they just could not identify. In fact, during the 1960s blackout, which occurred in New York City, I was further impressed by accounts of UFO sightings reported by New York City policemen, firemen, and even celebrities. Actors Warren Beatty and Stuart Whitman both claimed to have seen strange disc-shaped objects glowing in the skies over the city during the time of the blackout. After several years of speaking to reliable UFO witnesses and reading a number of books on the subject, I started a UFO club in high school. This was supposed to be an after-school project for extra credit based on a subject of personal interest, much like a chess or math or even a science club. And I guess I expected that a couple of students besides myself might show up, but I was really astonished when over 150 people tried to crowd into a classroom meant for 50. Each person came with their own UFO story or encounter to share. I was even more shocked when one of the people who showed up actually turned out to be the school principal. Now, this guy was a tough ex-Marine, and he told us about seeing a strange object in the skies over Vietnam during 1967 when he was there. After trying to report it to his commanding officer, he was told not to bother. They already knew what it was, but never went into any more explanation. After high school, 2 years of military service in the Marine Corps, 2 years of college, and continued part-time investigation into paranormal events, I turned my attention to the full-time investigation of UFOs and the paranormal, funded by speaking engagements that I did at libraries, universities, and private events. I still continue to do these. I have personally investigated thousands of paranormal events in 48 U.S. states and most of Canada. To date, I've presented over 1,500 seminars on the paranormal. During the late 1980s, I hosted a cable TV show about the paranormal, sponsored by Time Life Books. I've also...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?